recording this for YouTube. Well, I'm going to put it on YouTube anyway, but I am pressing the record button right here and now because I'm about to be playing some levels with some actual songs by the Hololive talents. Starting with the wonderful Hoshinova Muna and her song I no Chisana Uta. If I'm pronouncing that wrong, I only took one semester of Japanese. Honestly, the fact that she sings so incredibly well in Japanese is pretty amazing because that's her third language, just like me. Please pretend that didn't happen. So yeah, I'm well aware that the Hololive talents are relatively soft as far as allowing people to actually use their music, but I just still want to play on the safe side because it is their music and it is just as high quality and amazing as anything that any of the more official artists are capable of doing. So I want to give them the proper respect. Alright, so before I play this level, let me briefly set up the football game that's about to take place. We got the Green Bay Packers at the Las Vegas Raiders, a 2-3 team at a 1-4 team, and the only win that we had was by 1 point against one of the worst teams in the league, so basically, if we lose this game, I'm into tank mode already. Mostly because maybe that'll finally get somebody to fire Josh McDaniels. I gave him a chance when he was hired, but I've had enough of him. He needs to go. Oh, you do? Thank you. none of the pregame guys had the Raiders. Most of them think it's going to be close at least. But yeah. Hopefully it is close, because that means that I'll actually have something to do in the fourth quarter besides playing Smol Ame. Not that I don't like it. Obviously I do. The most interesting part to me... Well, there's two interesting parts. One I didn't know. What was his first name? It was like Northern European name. Let me go back. I wrote his name down here somewhere... Now you decided to be slow, huh? Anders, that's right. It's a Danish name. Anders Carlson is the new kicker for the Green Bay Packers. No longer Mason Crosby, it's Anders Carlson, and he is the brother of Daniel Carlson, the Raiders kicker. So, brother versus brother in the kicking department, that'll be kind of cool. But the part that I'm most interested about is Davante Adams versus the Green Bay Packers, his original football team, and the place where he apparently grew up. I have conflicting feelings about it. Oh, hey, there's the Las Vegas Golden Knights presenting the cup. I would certainly love for Mr. Adams to have an excellent game again. He's been busting his butt for the Raiders ever since he got traded, which leads me to my concern that a lot of people are saying that he's already kind of fed up with being a Raider. And honestly, I cannot be mad at him at all if he does decide to raise a little bit of hell and demand to be traded, because he has held up his end of the bargain perfectly well. He has absolutely done everything that we wanted him to do, and we still can't win games. So, no bitterness at all if he does decide to leave us by the end of the year. But hopefully, at least for today... Oh, there's a kickoff. Okay, I guess I'm not playing Smol Ame just yet. Me and my Asperger's syndrome with my super long introductions to games. Looks like the Packers get the ball to start the game, which means we get it to start in the third quarter. And time to refresh the page here on Google, so that everything is in motion. Never mind, it's not. Yeah, I just got the Google scores up there just because it'll tell you where the ball is. It'll tell you who's got it. It'll give you it'll be on about a 30-second delay, but it's better than nothing. That's what I'm here for. Carlson's a very popular European. Yeah. All right, first play of the game. We have a running play by, I believe, A.J. Dillon is the starter today. And that is 4 yards, I say. Oh, hey, A.J. Dillon's number 28. Just like our running back, Josh Jacobs, who desperately needs to have a good game because there are off years and then there's whatever the heck Josh Jacobs is experiencing so far this year. Come on, Google. I said 2 and 3 and 1 and 4. Obviously, I'm kind of full of right off the bat. 2 and 2 and 1 and 3. I'm like already giving both teams losses for some reason. I'm forgetting that these guys have only played 4 games. But yeah, 2 and 2 and 1 and 3. All right, 3rd and 2 after I kind of blanked out there for a second. I believe that was another run from Dylan. Here we go. All right, let me make sure that it's done correctly. Yeah, it looks like it. It looks kind of weird, but it's the best way I can really get it to work. All right, and another run by the Green Bay Packers, number 28, A.J. Dillon, and that is good enough for a first down. So, methodical, slow start to the game so far. Oh, that's who our defensive coordinator is. Patrick Graham. And he's been bouncing around a bunch of different teams, which is never that good of a sign. But to be fair to him, he does not have a lot of good secondary options to work with. The pass rush is not so bad. The pass rush is pretty good. We got Max Crosby. Last time I saw him was, of course, against the Steelers, and he was doing his part very well. And... oh, nice catch by number 88. I believe that's... is that Montgomery? No, it's not. I don't know everybody's name. Both teams deserve to lose. You're not wrong. So we got our first flag of the game, probably the first of many. Especially because it's the Raiders. We get flagged a lot. But that's ineligible man downfield on the Packers, so that play is null and void. Still first down, but it's 1st and 15 now. I should probably not eat until commercials, actually, now that I think about it. Alright, the black hole is making some noise. I like to hear that. Last time I was watching the Raiders on primetime football, the stadium was half full of Steelers fans. There are a lot of Packers fans there, too, to be fair. But at least the black hole's making some noise. This might as well be a commercial break. Wait, we're declining the penalty? Why are we declining the penalty? We would rather have 2nd and 4 than 1st and 15 for them. Oh, wow. A.J. Dillon runs for 4 yards again for a first down. Whoop-de-doo. First drive of the game, and Josh McDaniels is already an idiot. Please save us from Josh McDaniels. If we have to lose the vast majority of our games to get him fired, you know what? Fine. Now, disclaimer, I do have the television on fairly low so that the television feed does not creep into the stream. So if there was another reason why they had to move the ball up to 2nd and 4, then disregard my comment. But if indeed that was Josh McDaniels declining the penalty, he's an idiot. Big shock, I know. I forgot that we have Marcus Peters on our secondary. Okay, so we did upgrade our secondary. I wish we had Christian Gonzalez to go with him. AKA like the one guy who. Actually, I can't even say he's keeping the Patriots respectable. Last 2 games have been awful. Yeah, Cowboys did not have a good time last night. Oh, he is. Oh. Well, then that's probably why the Patriots have played so terrible. They don't have him anymore. But then again, if he played for us, he'd probably get hurt just as easily. Oh, that could have been a pick, but dangerous throw there by Jordan Love on a 3rd and 3. Decided to go for not the huge home run ball, but way downfield. But nobody was able to quite get it, so it's a 4th and 3 now, and they're kind of in mid-ish territory. Which, in this day and age, usually signifies go for it. There's a lot of motion going on here. Number 9 for Green Bay, number 21 for Raiders, kind of spying each other. Is this going to be a play, or the play clock is at 0? They were just trying to get us offside. They will intentionally take a delay of game. They will punt. Matt LaFleur is yelling at Will Musgrave. Not really sure why. I don't know what he had to do with taking a delay of game. It's kind of amazing about the Cowboys allowing more points yesterday than they had all season. I mean, they look super duper legit for a long time, but not much to say except the 49ers are the best team in the NFL right now. I still think the Cowboys are a good team, but they seem to be falling into the same traps they've been falling into for the last decade. That is a good question, though, which coach I would prefer to have. Alright, so Ai no Chisuna Uta. I'm probably not saying that correctly, but whee! Somehow I missed one of the dogs. If you have not heard Hoshinobu Muna sing, prepare to be amazed. Because crap. Ooh.
Go Cowboys, but also go Raiders. But overall, go Vegas Golden Knights, defending the championship, starting tomorrow at 10 p.m. against the ugly Kraken.
Yeah, they just showed a shot of them taking the cup into Allegiant Stadium. I think they're there to light the Al Davis Memorial Torch. Thank you for the 32 bits. The physics in this game are already kind of weird to begin with. It is a fan game, bro. There we go. Reminder, this girl is singing in her 3rd language. Ooh. Crap. What's that? Orb! It's gonna be kind of weird when I keep having to pause this beautiful song just for the sake of going back to making sure that the football is being kept track of. Because the way I have it set up, I have to actually have it on the Google page for it to actually register on OBS. Right? Alright, Garoppolo's first throw to 87. Nice! First down right off the bat. So Jimmy Garoppolo's touchdown to interception ratio for his career so far is about 2-1. But 6 interceptions this year so far, 5 touchdowns. We need to see this guy pick it up a little bit. Whoa! Josh Jacobs was absolutely manhandled in the backfield. That is a tackle for -2 yards. And much of the same the patterns are starting to repeat itself for Josh Jacobs, who is actually, he's number 8. I could have sworn he was number 28. I guess he changed his number. Maybe that's why he's so much worse this year. Somebody put a 2 back on his jersey so he can be good again, please. That Kraken logo is pretty ugly, not gonna lie. Alright, play action. And here comes Devontae! Nice! That's gonna be first down, I think, at the 43-yard line. I'm concerned about Devontae in this game because certainly there's no other team in the league that would know Devontae's strengths and weaknesses better than the Green Bay Packers. If they can find a way to shut him down, then our offense will go from good to okay and nothing flat. I mean, without Devontae, our offense would take a massive step back. Okay at best, even. Alright. Good luck with that. Oh! Eat. Which way is the rest of the level again? I guess it's this way. So last time I played this, I was missing one of the Bubbas. I don't know where that second one could be. I got the first and the third, not the second. That's a checkpoint. There's one. I think that's it. That's it, actually. Heck! I didn't know I was at an angle. Oh, come on. I gotta go back to the very beginning of the level. I think I already have the mustache requirement. Now, the good news for me is that when you die, you still keep all your bubbas. I wish they didn't because I'm a masochist, but at least that does mean that I can move on to the next level. Whoa. Alright. Again, it's so awkward when there's such a big, powerful song and I have to keep pausing it. Alright. So we've already used our first timeout because Josh McDaniels needs time to think about the next move, which is an attempt to run up the gut with Jacobs for absolutely no gain. What is happening to Josh Jacobs this year? Is Green Bay just really honed in on him? Is the entire league just completely zeroed in on stopping Josh Jacobs? I would have expected Green Bay to be guarding against the pass again because they know Devontae Adams. Right, 81 gets a little bit of traction. So we go from a 2nd and 10 to a 3rd and 5 or 6. And yes, I don't know that it's 3rd and 6. And yes, I don't know the names of everybody on my team because I barely get to watch my team. I live in Ohio now. Also, free agency this day and age is crazy. So chances are half of my team was playing somewhere else last year. Garoppolo in the shotgun and takes a sack by number 97. That'll be a 4th and long. That'll be an obvious punt. Green Bay gets the ball back. And there are Cowboys fans in the stands. Personally, I would probably be hiding that after last night, but, you know, kudos. He shows up for his team. Just make sure nothing stupid happens on this punt. Big punt. Way out of bounds. And looks like some Packers fans get a souvenir. Okay. So we remain at 0-0. Our punter is a very happy young man. Okay, well, I already have enough mustaches. So, priority number 1 now is just get to that checkpoint again. Looks like I probably should have gone the other way. There we go. Oh! And the Packers are already making a run. A.J. Dillon, a.k.a. the entire Packers offense so far, makes another good gain. Clearly, Matt LaFleur has identified that the Raiders are pretty bad at stopping the run. Oh, look, A.J. Dillon again. Oh, look, another 4-yard gain. Number 50 was a very excited blocker going way upfield. There is a flag. I don't think it's for an ineligible man downfield when it's a pass, or when it's a run. Dead ball foul, unnecessary roughness on the defense. 15 more yards for Green Bay. Oh, yeah. Oh, that was... When I was looking at number 50, he wasn't diving way forward. He was being pushed by Max Crosby after the whistle. So, yeah, that's going to get flagged. You know, and our best player, our finest veteran does something stupid like that, that's a bad sign. Is anybody going to tackle Jordan Love? Dude just got a 20-yard run. Packers started at their own 7-yard line. They're already in Raider territory after, what was that, 3 plays? I don't know why he's throwing this one. They do it really... they always gain stuff when they run, but just to balance the offense out, they throw to number 81, and another first down for the Packers. They're making this look quite easy. I guess they're just being polite by punting on that first drive. That's what it feels like, because they are dicing up our defense incredibly well on this second drive. I see a red jersey, though. Was that a 49er jersey? I think it was. 54 and 49ers is Fred Warner, I believe. Finally! A running play that completely blows up in their face. At long last, the defense gets a TFL. Let's see if it actually ends up being consequential. It's going to be actually 2nd and 15. That was a 5-yard loss in that play. A reverse rollout. Apparently that's the one thing that doesn't work on our defense. Let me play with you. And another running play. This time by Reed, not Dillon. And that gained, what, 6? Jaden Reed, who is actually listed as a wide receiver. And he is a rookie. So, yeah, why shouldn't the rookie be catching the defense for 7 yards, actually? You can always count on Raider Nation to make every day Halloween. One guy's even dressed as Bill Belichick in a Raiders uniform. Okay, well, that was an obvious give up. Thank you, flag. He was in the tackle box. That was obviously throwing straight into the ground. That's got to be intentional grounding. Number 69 on our defense is really happy. And that could be very costly. I don't think it'll take him out of field goal range, but it'll take him a long ways back if indeed that's what this call is. Because down counts. Okay, it wasn't intentional grounding. It was ineligible man downfield, which doesn't really help us much. Penalty is declined, and we're just going to let him kick. But that's still better than a touchdown. Who was in the air? Oh, Dillon was sort of kind of in the area. But it looked like he was throwing it straight to his center. And the kick is perfect. 3-0 Green Bay. But, you know, it's only a field goal. If we can figure out how offense works, we can get right back in it. Jeff Foxworthy. There's a name I haven't heard in a while. Oopsie. Okay, so the saucers are not gravitationally inverted here. Momentum, please. By the way, I might switch up my characters in Smol Ame. I made sure to play a little bit off camera just to make sure that all the characters would still be stream appropriate. Coco, and thankfully they are. Whoa! How did I collect mushrooms? How did I collect mustaches after I died? I wish that they would be... if I could say one thing about this level, I wish that the saucers would be color coordinated so that we would know which ones feature inverted gravity. I don't think that the makers are actually updating this game any longer, though, because the last one was like mid-2021. I'm even more sure that they're not watching me right now. Of course. All right. So we haven't started, on a personal note, we have not started, cat prepping quite yet, but we will begin doing that tomorrow after going over the basics with my mother, who of course was their original owner. Yeah, Garoppolo did not get to play at the Chargers, and so maybe that's a good thing, because then Khalil Mack would have been the one. Because then Khalil Mack would have been the one sacking him 6 or 7 times, and then maybe he wouldn't be as handsome as he is. All right, number 87 with another big catch. I wanted to say that was Foster Moreau, but I know that's not true because he's on the Saints now, which is good because Derek Carr is still throwing to him and doing a good job by the look of it. I'm very happy for Derek Carr that he's found a good leadership role on another team and is actually doing stuff with them. The Saints are my satellite team. Originally, my satellite team was going to be whichever team that Khalil Mack went to. But, flag. False start? Really? It didn't even look like they were ready to play yet. How'd you manage a false start with that? Anyway, I was like begrudgingly willing to cheer for Khalil Mack's Chargers if and only if they were my last available option. They were. And of course, last year they may or may not have completely and utterly... Where's my sensor? Where is my sensor? Why is it not working? May or may not have completely the bed against the Jacksonville Jaguars in the playoffs with a gigantic lead. Oh, hey, we gained! We got a first down. And I decided from then on that I don't even care if Khalil Mack is on that team. I am never, ever, 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 ever cheering for them ever again for any reason. Not even for Khalil Mack. I love him, but I cannot cheer for the Chargers ever again. That was ridiculous. That was the last straw. And, oh, there we go. Josh Jacobs actually ran for 5 yards. We know he's a playmaker. We know he is capable of just these massive single showings, and then like once he gets loose, he can really just keep busting it out over and over again. But he just hasn't done it this year for whatever reason. Now, I will admit I don't know much about our offensive line situation. That would obviously be the first place to look when your running back is struggling. Whoa, that was a really dangerous ball there by Garoppolo. Looks like Jacoby Myers is almost playing defense there, just making sure that Darnell Savage didn't get it, and he did a good job of that at least. It was not picked off. That was a bit of an overthrow. Jacoby Myers at least did enough to dodge complete disaster. And now he's covering Devontae Adams. Yeah, Jimmy, we need touchdowns. And just like the last time we got into plus territory, a sack. This time by 91, not 97. But that will end the first quarter. We will be punting to start the second quarter, I presume, because another 4th and long after a sack. Another very inopportune moment for the Raiders to just kind of forget how to block. But they did. This is no joke. This is kind of tough. That was definitely a move I just made. I will need to play this level one more time, by the way. Because I still need to do it without dying. Yeah, this song is the #1 reason why I'm recording, just in case this gets flagged for copyright. Because you cannot tell me that this song is not worthy of, like, being copyright protected. What just happened? No, no, no. I was about to complete the level when I didn't want to. Okay, so we punted, nothing stupid happened. Jordan Love gets to control the ball again. Why did I not stop on that flying saucer? Love back at his own end zone again. At least our punter is good. And 89 manages to survive a tackle and advance 8 yards up the field. I'm sorry, wait, that went for 12? He wasn't out of bounds there? Oh, that was Marcus Peters trying to tackle him, too. Wow, that was some pretty good footwork. Max Crosby did a good job applying pressure to Jordan Love again. That time it was no good, though. ESPN Analytics just put up a stat that whenever they double team... Oh, there we go. Running play TFL. Max Crosby doing his thing yet again. Make that a 2nd and 13, I think. Well, they just put up a stat that whenever the opposing team double teams Max Crosby, the quarterbacks are capable of putting up excellent numbers. So maybe, I hate to say it, maybe we actually had the right idea going with edge rusher to back him up. I still wish we would have taken Christian Gonzalez, but obviously he's already been injured pretty badly, so maybe it wasn't the worst draft pick ever, but still, like, even with the extra help, obviously, Max Crosby is the edge rusher on our team. Although, that was another running play. It's now 3rd and 11. If the Packers convert here on a running play, that would be pretty sad, not gonna lie. I wouldn't put it past them, though. Do not go into prevent defense, boys. Yeah, they're kind of halfway going in. That's not like super prevent, but it is very much zone coverage. And incomplete pass. 4th and 11 on their own 21-yard line. Hopefully we get some good field position out of this. Once again, Max Crosby is our defense. I mean, if we lose him, then we may as well just go straight into the tank bowl. Really. Alright. Here is the punt. And it's not a great punt. We get it at the 36, 37-yard line. So, good field position for the Raiders. The Raiders have gotten on 30, 35-yard drives already so far. So if we can do that again, that should be enough yardage to at least try a field goal, which would tie the game, obviously. I win again. I genuinely have no idea how this part of the level works. If it wasn't for Muna-sama's incredible voice, I might be getting a lot angrier at this part. Heck. Where am I going? Ugh. Seriously, where am I going? There we go. Please. This is not easy. What the? Wait, no. The game proactively adds checkpoints if you suck? Because there is no way that wasn't there this whole time. I mean, I guess that's impressive that they were able to code that in, but I don't appreciate that. I like a challenge. Okay, speaking of a challenge, I'm a Raiders fan. And here comes Josh Jacobs! Finally getting going down the middle of the field. That's a 9-yard gain. 2nd and 1 on the Raiders' 47-yard line. He just has to get going a little bit, and hopefully he can turn that into a lot of bit. I mean, at least that's what he showed us last year. He was the NFL rushing champion last year. And a little... I assume that was a QB sneak. I see 10 with the ball. That'd be Garoppolo. So, successful QB sneak. First down. Oh my. Raiders, only team with 0 touchdowns in the 2nd and 3rd quarter so far in the year. To be fair, most of the other teams have played 5 games. We've only played 4. Wow. And a reverse to Josh Jacobs, who gets immediately swarmed and tackled for a 4-yard loss. Yeah, Jacobs was thinking about lateraling it right back to Jimmy, but decided it'd be better to just take the loss rather than potentially screw it up even further. Because there was actually somebody on Green Bay spying the quarterback. And Jimmy decides there's no options. He decides to run it himself and gains about 2 yards. 2 down, 11 to go. 3rd down. I don't ask for much. I kind of just want a field goal. It's not that hard to do based on the way the offense has been going. They should be able to do it starting from their own 37-yard line. So far, we've thrown it to Devontae 1 time for 12 yards. What is that? Dumps it off to 22. Oh, that was pretty good. That was Amir Abdullah. Just dumped it off to him, and he gained 10 out of the 11 yards. This is absolutely 4-down territory, if you ask me. 4th and 1 at the opponent's, 44 or something like that? Go nuts, Nukem. Cowboys have my blessing last week. Oh, we're on the opponent's 41. Oh, yeah, no way we're punting this. And the brotherly shove is complete. Or did the... What?! Okay, so instead of just running the brotherly shove for a first down, that play never happened because Josh McDaniels decided to challenge the previous play that they in fact already had a first down. Dude, I saw it in full motion. Oh, actually he's got a bit of a case here because he was rolling over the bodies of defenders instead of the ground itself. So perhaps the spot actually should be a first down. So he actually did see something that I didn't at first, so that's kind of scary. And a quick, expedited review shows that Mr. McDaniels was actually right about something for a change. First down, Raiders. That's one way of putting it. In fact, that's a very Raiders way of putting it, if I'm being honest. At least that's what the Raiders would probably say in their heyday. I mean, let's face it. Those were nasty. Jacobs. Okay, I think Jacobs is starting to roll a little bit. He gained another 6 yards up the middle. I think we finally managed to rev him up. And now it's good to see that Amir Abdullah is a good secondary option who can catch a little bit. Wait, how's Josh? Oh, that's fine. Josh Jacobs is only averaging 2.2 yards per carry, but that's because we did a couple of reverses with him for like 4 or 5 yard losses. All right, dumped it off to Jacobs. Okay, that didn't work. It's a shovel pass, pretty much. No gain, 3rd and 5. The Green Bay 35, which Daniel Carlson's a very solid kicker. He can probably hit from here. Not guaranteed, but he could. Just don't do anything stupid. All right. Throw to a surprisingly wide open Jacoby Myers for about a 9-10 yard gain. First down, Raiders. It's not that Jacoby was wide open. He was like sort of covered, but then he just immediately turned on the jets, and Jimmy saw what he was doing, threw to where he was gonna be, and the defender just could not catch up to him to save his life. And we have some movement. Which way was it? Looks like it's a neutral zone infraction on the Green Bay based on what I'm seeing. Based on the indicators. Indeed, neutral zone infraction. 1st and 5 for the Raiders. Kenny Clark, number 97, who sacked Garoppolo, the first one to get a sack on him. I'll be honest, I am terrible at sorting out whether it's a false start or neutral zone infraction. Oh, nice handoff and a fake toss by Garoppolo. Jacobs does not go far with it, but it is a gain of 2, I think. So 2nd and 3. When you got a 1st and 5, you may as well make a pretty conservative play call. It's okay to be conservative sometimes. Don't tell Brandon Staley I said that. Jacobs running again, gains 1 more yard. It actually was a 2nd and 3, or a 2nd and 2. We gained 3, 2nd and 2. Now it's a 3rd and 1. The bus. Jacobs lining in the backfield again. Will we do the brotherly shove, or will we come up with something else? Play action. Oh, handing it to Myers instead of Jacobs, and I don't think he got it. I think that's a gain of 0. So now it's a agonizing 4th and 1. I would take the points here. I know nobody likes to take the points anymore in the NFL, but we're down 0-3. The defense is holding up its end of the bargain pretty well so far. Just take the points, tie it up. There's plenty of game to go. We get the ball to start the second half. We're going for it. Of course we are. Nobody likes points anymore. It was not a play to drama offsides. All right, we got the first down. Number 3 manages to get through the only hole he could see, but it was big enough. There's only 1 yard to go. Yeah, Nuka. Most of the 2-player bosses are Metroid bosses, because that's pretty much the only bosses we get to see because nobody watches me. But yeah, Metroid bosses do have an outsized portion of appearances. All right, Jacobs able to run up the middle again. That seems to be, well, either Jacobs goes up the middle or we do a reverse. If we do a reverse, we get -5 yards. If we do down the middle, we get +5 yards, or 4 in this case. So, you know where to go now. Maybe you should try 2 more reverses so we can get backed up a little bit and increase Daniel Carlson's confidence on long field goals. Nope, throws it to Jacoby Myers. That is a touchdown for the Raiders. No flags, right? Okay, touchdown Raiders. I always got to make sure because the Raiders get a lot of penalties. But Jacoby Myers gets a reception touchdown, and more importantly, Jimmy Garoppolo now has as many touchdowns as he has picks for the season. Good, methodical drive. And obviously, I was wrong to say take the points. They knew they could get a touchdown. They did. Now for the extra point. 7-3. Oh, you have no idea how happy I would be if we could actually fight like a 5-9 or a 6-10 player boss one of these days. Because that would mean that I actually made it somewhat. Actually, wait. No Smol Ame. I gotta pee. It's moments like this that I realize how lucky it is that I'm just a guy on Twitch doing this for fun and not, actually in there being paid to do that, because they probably have to condition themselves to, not drink this much, not eat this much, so they don't have to use the bathroom in the middle of the game. They have a job to do, They're not just going to stop the game so the commentator can relieve themselves. There is a certain amount of conditioning that must be done to actually be a commentator for the long haul, especially if games go into overtime and whatnot. But yeah, the Raiders actually hold a lead over a team that's not named the Broncos. I'm not used to this. I like it. Just a nice play. Ended up... Jimmy Garoppolo immediately saw that Jacoby Myers had a chance, knew that it was down to him and one defender, figured he could beat him, and he did. I would hope so, yeah. Alright, from the 25-yard line, because that was a kickoff and not a punt. Good to see that. Jordan Love cannot seem to decide. Oh, he threw it right to number 31 on the defense! What the hell was that throw? 41 on the defense, my bad. That was one of the worst throws I've ever seen in my life. Just threw it right to him. Where was he going with that? That throw was so bad, I can't even really, celebrate it. What was that? What the heck was that? There was a guy 5 yards behind him, but he was double covered. He was throwing towards a guy who was double covered, and he missed him by about 5 yards. Raiders, 1st and goal on the 7-yard line. A little pump fake by Garoppolo, and a run for 0 yards. Actually, that might have been negative 1 yard. Now, that was Jordan Love with maybe the worst throw of the entire year. That was the Raiders' second takeaway of the year, which is awfully sad. And they'll never get an easier one than that is for sure. Toss to Jacobs on the side, and no good there. Defense seems to be at least adjusting to the Raiders' goal line offense, because, let's be real, the Raiders' goal line offense does not come out very often. We were able to get past them once, but Green Bay is doing a good job containing the Raiders so far. It's now 3rd and goal, still on the 7. Google does not seem to be willing to update to the fact that we have the ball now. Actually, we're on the 8, so we've lost a yard on this drive. And fake, and batted, and incomplete field goal attempt. Bit disappointing, but still should be 3 free points. That's okay, we'll just earn the next touchdown. Right? Because that was not earned, that was a gift. Good. 3-10. I may as well grab that. Heck. My feeble mind is not ready for this freaking level. This is so hard. Why is this so hard? Oh yeah, because the physics are extremely screwy. I hope that you are enjoying the backup entertainment. As you can see, I labeled this stream just chatty because the main focus is on football. Oh, come on, I was right on top of it that time. Finally. Alright, now I can go back and go for the no death run. You know what, maybe Amelia is just not good at this whole outer space thing. Well, yeah, I have to get all the icons. You know, there's Bubba, Mustache, and then the no death run. Maybe Okayu would help me out here. Cats are nimble. Cats are quick. Maybe they should be able to handle the strange physics of the outer world. I'm not doing all three of them at the same time. Just, you know, separate runs for separate goals. All right. Green Bay gets the ball again, and this is most likely the last time they will touch the ball for a while because the Raiders get the ball to start the second half. So make the most of it, Green Bay. And that's not how to make the most of it. Instantly stuffed behind the line of scrimmage and some extracurricular stuff as well. Oh look, Max Crosby leading the way. Please stay healthy, Max. Without you, we are nothing on defense. It wasn't just him, but he led the way. Probably not, because that phrase is just, like, used in so many different contexts. I wouldn't have known that there was a game about it. Wait, was that the one that Mume was crying over? Alright, 2-minute warning. Packers on a 2nd and 11 deep in their own territory. Okay. Gotcha. Yeah, personally, I hope that the human race never gets to the point where time travel actually becomes a thing. That just seems like something that way more harm can come out of it than good. The temptation is so strong to like be able to do that, but I feel like the past should be immutable, or else God knows what can happen. Unless, of course, you know, quantum physicists are correct and there's like a nested universe theorem, whatever. If that happens to be right, then we should be okay, but, you know, let's not poke that bee's nest if we can help it. That's how I feel, anyway. Packers are lining up again. Let's just get onto this friggin' saucer. There we go. Two minutes to go. 2nd and 11. Love. Got plenty of time, but he is now rolling out and trying to hit a guy on the line of scrimmage who drops it. 3rd and 11. The Packers' offense looks totally discombobulated after that horrible throw. And of course, Max Crosby will discombobulate any offense. Yeah, look at that. Laura Shigihara. Ooh. I feel like I've heard that name before. Huh. Actually, it is starting to ring a bell a little bit. I think... Oh. And Jordan Love completes a pass to Musgrave, but it is well behind the line of scrimmage. The clock ticks down. It'll tick down to a little over a minute, but they're going to have to punt back to the Raiders, who again have the ball to start the 3rd quarter. Markiplier. Oh, wow. That's not what I was ringing a bell, though. What rang a bell was I think I saw a clip of Mume crying over it. All right, there goes the punt. Punter got hit a little bit. Hopefully there's no flag. And it gets bounced, and it's returnable. Not really. Okay. Raiders get it on the 23. There is 55 seconds left, though, and we have 2 timeouts. So there is time to do some things if we want to try that. This day and age, if you say no to 55 seconds and 2 timeouts, you're going to get booed out of the stadium immediately. It is difficult for me to get past the fact that Okayu's jump sounds way too much like the gnome meme. Crap. Oh god. Oh god. Whew. And I should be good to go after that. Next level. Thank you. Oh, you cried over too. Right. Inumore. May as well play as Okai if I'm going to play Corona's level. So Inumore is a reference to a song that was actually made in Korone's honor by, I believe it was Yuzo Koshiro, who is a composer of a lot of my favorite games as a child, particularly on the Sega Genesis. I believe he did a lot of... I believe he did the Streets of Rage soundtracks. Revenge of Shinobi. Golden Axe, maybe? But definitely the Streets of Rage and the Revenge of Shinobi. Oh, wow. It's that good. He also did a lot of games that I've never heard of. But he's really good. And this song actually is on my playlist. Alright. I missed the first play. Judging by the body language, it looks like nothing much happened. Yeah, 2nd and 10, no gain at all. And the Packers are taking a timeout? You know what? Winning for anyone, I'll take it. I don't care what the occasion is or the motivation behind it. If I'll just take any win. That way we can proudly and with conviction say we're not the Broncos because we have one more win than they do. That's all I want. It's a very low bar. I mean, oh, here comes Garoppolo. He gets under pressure a lot and throw to Renfro. I almost forgot he's on the team because they're not targeting him very much, but nothing happens there. 3rd and 10. And we're kind of wasting... Well, we're not wasting clock. I wish we were wasting clock. Because we might be giving the ball back to Green Bay after all. I guess that's why they're taking the timeout. They knew that we were going to have a bad possession here. Devontae Adams has been thrown to 1 time. 1. And the first half is about to end. I mean, like I said, the Packers know his weaknesses better than anybody else, but we got to at least try him, right? And we tried Jacoby Myers. Was he able to catch that before going down? Yes, he was. First down for the Raiders. Now we take a timeout because we're actually kind of driving now. Was that a good catch? Yes, it was. He had his hands under the ball. Perfect maneuverability there. Did a nice job sliding in the first place. Gets his hands just under the ball. And, yep, that never hits the ground. Great catch. He gets subtly tapped on the ground. And the field position improves dramatically. And more importantly, a first down. And we're not giving the ball back to Green Bay. Unless we throw a pick on the next play, which we might. I love Jimmy, but he has not been the most reliable guy in the world. We need that touchdown to interception ratio to be more than 1, dude. And throw to Jacoby Myers again. Double cover, but he makes the catch for another first down. 26 seconds to go. I believe we're taking another timeout. And Darnell Savage is a little bit shaken up. So he'll leave the field hopping on one leg. Hopefully it's nothing too bad, because at least he is able to use 3/4 of his extremities, so hopefully it's not bad. It's working. I like that it's working, but I really don't know why we're targeting Jacoby Myers in double coverage and just letting Devontae be a decoy the whole game. I believe that was Jacoby. No, that was Hunter Renfrow. Down the middle of the field with no timeouts left for a 5-yard gain? Seven-yard gain. Okay, we got 15 seconds left. 3rd and 3. No timeouts. I think the most risk-averse thing to do right now would be to take one shot at the end zone, and if we fail, field goal it. That's what I would do. We don't need to do anything stupid here. Because if we throw a goal line pick, you know, they're not going to do anything with it. We'll just get the ball back and start the third quarter. It'll be 10-3, and, you know, it'll be like, okay, no harm done. We'll miss out on the 3 points, obviously, but, again, we get the ball back. They're not going to score. This is, of course, McDaniel's team. I would not be surprised at all if they completely blow this. Okay. He throws it way out of bounds. Takes only 3 seconds off the clock. We will go for the field goal, but I don't know what the intention of that play call was. Packers number 25 jawing with some of the Raiders on the sideline. Referees are able to just tell him to go away before they flag him. All right, Daniel Carlson. I would assume the Packers aren't going to do anything with the ball when they get it back with 6 seconds. They just used their last time out to ice Daniel Carlson, so clearly they're not going to do anything with the ball. Alrighty, let's see. Was that Anders Carlson taking a giant Slim Jim before the game? Both Carlsons have been able to kick a field goal so far. Now Daniel gets to kick another one. 53-yarder, by no means a gimme. But he's capable. Oh, nope. That was not even close. That was an absolute shank. I can't tell if that was slightly deflected or not. Like, the ball flight made it look like it was deflected somehow. Let's see the replay. Yeah. Number 73 on the Packers got a finger on it, and it was just enough to deflect it wildly off kilter. It didn't slow the ball down by much, but it did vastly affect its spin rate. So it still got there, but nowhere near its target. Well, with the miss, will Green Bay actually try something? They're on their own. They are gonna try something. They're on their own, like, 42. Love is just running out of bounds, and there's 0 seconds on the clock. Halftime.
13 bits for 13 points in the first half. At exactly this time tomorrow, I prep for the next 8 months of VGK hockey.
Fantastic. I may or may not come back and do this again before the NFL playoffs. I might wait until the NFL playoffs. Well, it depends on the schedule. It depends on... I think the next time I do this, I'll probably shoot for one of the afternoon games. The question is, like... Well, if something comes up that I feel like I should commentate, I'll do it. I'm not sure whether I should shoot for a tank bowl or like an actual honest-to-God good matchup. But nothing in between. Oh. Are they friends? They are friends. Korone! Yubi Yubi! Are they platforms? Ah! Wow, I'm terrible at this. Oh, I didn't know I could actually directly affect that. Well, so much for that. So they keep coming back? This is a new mechanic to the game that I haven't quite explored yet. God, I'm terrible. There we go. Let's go this way. I knew I was gonna heck that up. I always do that. I always get really indecisive on whether to keep going, because I'm not sure whether I'll clear it cleanly or if I'll bump in and cancel all my momentum. There's always a massive difference between those two things happening. We're going this way. This game is a little slippery, not gonna lie. There we go. UB. Oh great, this level actually kind of looks challenging. This looks like it's actually really hard. Oh, what am I doing? Other way. No, the other way! What am I doing? The exact same thing I did last run. Which is incredibly stupid. Is this just what rooting for a Josh McDaniels team does to you? Just making every stupid decision in a video game that you should be good at because you've been playing platformers all your life? Oh my god, why do I suck at this so much? Great work! That's like almost 100 more than I've ever done. I have no idea how the physics will treat me here. You can't duck. I just found that out the hard way. Oh. Oh hey, the Stanley Cup is here again. I mean, heck, I'll take media obsession over the Stanley Cup over media obsession over Taylor Swift any day. What? Oh, okay, that might work to my advantage if I can actually ride this dog. There we go. Problem is, I'm getting concerned over how many mustaches. Like, wait, that's not a problem at all. I need the mustaches. I may hold off on the no death run at this level though. This seems like it's actually really hard. Jack Eichel is on the Monday Night Football desk now. Dog. Oh, you got that part right. Kids his age are bouncing. Would you just... have a better time controlling a real dog. The A for Vegas, as in just like spelling the word Vegas. What am I doing? It's, die. Ah. Ah. It would help if I didn't suck. What the heck am I doing? I could blame the slight lag that's just natural when streaming the game, but I know that's not true. I'm just bad. Stupid dog. I'd be madder at this dog if it wasn't for the fact that it's making cute coronet noises. Best I can friggin' do. You piece of... Gotta watch myself because the censorship is not working very well. I mean, that's what I would say, but I don't actually usually swear much in real life anyway. Oh, that's right, you can't... There's no ducking. You have to jump over that. Would you... No, don't get it now. Frustrate. Kids say, I am disappoint all the time. Well, I am frustrate. Oh my gosh. Would you just... Apparently that's all I'm good for. I mean, I can't be hard on this game. It's obviously an amateur project. I can't expect, you know, Mario Maker tight controls. But they sure would make this a lot easier. Let me point out the obvious. Crap. No, I should not have done that. I don't know where I am anymore. Yeah, I'd say so. I'm actually enough of a Hololive fan that I didn't think about Undertale looking at that dog until just now. I know that Korone has a code name for this guy, I just don't remember what it was. I know what I should do, but frankly, I just want to get this done. Oh, please don't make this any longer. Korone, your dog is broken. Clean landing. Whatever. If I just do a regular jump, it's not that bad. That's what I'm talking about. Spikes. Oh, hey, football. Great timing. Actually, I still have a dish of food that probably should be in the kitchen already. So, I'm just going to assume nothing stupid happens on this kickoff. Well, the halftime show happened, and once again, it's kind of shrouded the area with fog. The subject of Raider halftime shows actually came up when I was in my poker tournament, and I thought they were talking about the Golden Knights for a while there because I knew that their pregame shows are incredible. I've seen at least a couple of them on TV, but they were actually referring to the Las Vegas Raiders and their halftime shows. All we get to see are the effects of them with smoke everywhere. Nice throw to number 81, who's rumbling forward for about 7 yards. Again, we had the ball. That was Austin Hooper. Raider possession. Raiders have the 7-point lead. Could have been 10, if not for that blocked, well, not blocked, but deflected field goal. All right. Will the Raiders remember that Davante Adams exists in the third quarter? Jacoby Myers catches another one. Well, he's working. He is working. First down. So far, Devontae has pretty much just been a decoy. Devontae was only covered by, well, one guy plus a zone, plus somebody in zone coverage not far away. So yeah. I mean, I'm not mad. You know, if using Devontae as a decoy is the whole idea, it is actually working. Because the Raiders actually do have their first touchdown in the second or third quarter of the season. And 4-yard loss. Josh Jacobs, for some reason, deciding to run a running play out of the shotgun formation. Actually, it wasn't a shotgun formation, but Jacobs was way behind the line of scrimmage, and number 55 of the Packers anticipated him getting the ball anyway. Kingsley and Enagbear intercepted. Number 20 on the Packers gets retribution for Jordan Love's super easy interception. And now once again... Whoa, that girl was hot. And once again... Jimmy Garoppolo has more interceptions than touchdowns on the season. Ford, number 20. He's trying too hard to get it to Jacoby Myers, because that's where he was going for. It wasn't as bad of a throw, but it was just a bad read on Garoppolo's part. Just somehow not seeing him, or at least... Or seeing him and just trying for it anyway. That was definitely not a throw he should have been going for. Ford was all over the coverage, and you could tell Ford was begging that he would throw his way. And we have an injured Raider. He is moving, though. But we do have an injury timeout. Hang on, now that I have that bowl of food out of the way, I'm going to go ahead and plug the phone back in. I might need it for tomorrow, because we will be starting our setup for having a couple of cats. Alright, kids who bounce. What have you learned from these guys before? I could go nowhere there. There was nothing I could do about that. I don't think I'm going for a no-death run on this level. Not yet. I do not have the skill quite yet. I'll save that for like a dedicated, like, mini playthrough that I'll just record for YouTube. Or maybe I'll just play it by myself. Neon. I was pressing ground pound. I mean, if you're going to make a really hard level for anybody, it should be for Codorne. Because she is, like, Mrs. Retro Game in Hololive. Okayu is not far behind, but Codorne is all about retro games. And everybody knows that the older the game is, the harder the game is. Everybody knows that. And breaking down Jimmy Garoppolo's 7th interception of the season against 6 touchdowns. comes Jordan Love. Everybody was well covered, so he just had to slide for a 1-yard gain. That was certainly some good coverage. Wow, number 25 on the Raiders has gold teeth. Stands out at least. Average throw distance for Jordan Love in the first half, 3.7 yards. More like Jordan Love's checkdowns. And there goes another very short throw to 88, which gets to a 4th and 2 around midfield. I think they're at midfield. Looks like the defense is still on the field, though. Because they are down by 7 points and they're near midfield. It's 4th and 2, you know. This, I totally understand. In fact, I endorse this play call. Well, we don't know what the play call is, but, it's not midfield. They're on our 29-yard line. I wish they were in midfield. And Dillon gets through whatever hole he could find in the middle of the pack and gets a first down with a decent amount of interest. So Jimmy Garoppolo is going to have to stay on the sidelines for a little while longer. From that angle, we can't see any holes. I don't know how these guys do it. It just looks like everybody's colliding into each other, but somehow he finds a way to run through for 3 or 4 yards. Another run for Dillon. And he's still going. He's getting pushed through. He's holding on to the ball very tightly, to his credit. That was another 6-yard gain or so. Seeing a lot of the same things we saw in the first quarter. Packers riding with A.J. Dillon as far as he can take them. The Raiders have held a lead in an actual football game for over a quarter now. I'm saying that because the Packers have a 2nd and 4 on our 20-yard line and make that at 1st and goal on the 8-yard line. Dillon gets plenty of daylight. And that's practically an open field tackle that saved the touchdown. There are a couple of Raiders in the area, but huge hole there. A.J. Dillon running the rock, as everybody likes to say. And he's taking the rock into the black hole. For scientific purposes, of course. Who knows what happens to a rock when you throw it into a black hole, you know? He gets yet another call, runs it for 4-ish yards to make it the 5-yard line. Come on, Max Crosby. A.J. Dillon running it again. Touchdown, Packers. Okay, I guess the Packers don't need a quarterback. Just let A.J. Dillon do everything, and you'll be totally fine. Wait, let me see. Okay, well, that is still working. Well done. Because we apparently cannot stop A.J. Dillon to save our lives. And now here comes the other Carlson. for one more point. And it is good. 10-10. Well, it was nice having the lead while it lasted. Maybe now that it's 10-10, number 10, Jimmy Garoppolo, will wake the up and realize that throwing interceptions is bad. Sorry, Jimmy, but, like, come on, I know you can do better than this. This is what the VTuber community calls bullying out of love. I think. I'm not even sure about that. What the? Oh, you think Dak is actually becoming a problem or a liability? Sort of, kind of get it. If I take out the if I take out the blue bat, then the mustache can kind of just naturally become. Maybe not. I'm not going for a no-death run with this level. At least not in these confines. He is the answer to who is the most booed Walter Payton Man of the Year ever. Because they really honored all the NFL honorees at the Super Bowl last year, and just because the Eagles happened to be at the Super Bowl and the Cowboys quarterback won the Man of the Year award, he still got absolutely thunderously booed, even though he was being rewarded for being the best boy of football. Okay. I guess that sounds about right. I don't know how many mustaches there are, so I'm going for these 10 counts. I mean, if the rest of those levels are any indication, the total mustache count might be pretty tight, so I mean, I am going to go for all of them. Oh, a returnable kickoff. Oh, here he goes. Okay. 27-28 yard line for number 3. Looks like his name is Carter. Again, I barely get to watch these guys. You know what? I actually have an idea as far as, like, forcing yourself to have a round number. Ooh. Alright, Garoppolo decides to run with it. No, he's going to toss it to wide open 87, who cannot hold on to the ball. The ground. Well, he did not survive the ground. 2nd and 10. That was not exactly a tight spiral either, I might add. I like Jimmy, but I don't know, man. He might not even be an upgrade over Derek Carr. Oh, the one from, like, what, 2014 or something like that? I don't know. It looked like a catch to me. But like, wasn't that a week after the Cowboys, the Lions got completely screwed by the refs in favor of the Cowboys? So like, I don't feel that bad over it because the Cowboys only made it to that game because the refs screwed another team. So it's kind of fair that the refs screwed the Cowboys. But like, in a vacuum, I would have called that a catch. Oh, wow. Payne Pickle. It's fourth down, by the way. Incomplete pass. I don't know what to tell you. Nobody knows what a catch is. It's like the most completely... Like, the NFL rulebook is like the most subjectively interpreted piece of rules anywhere in the world. We all know that. Well, I mean, maybe outside of African dictatorships with, you know, constitutions. Ooh. Number 25 on the Packers returning it, and that's not a good idea. He lost a little bit of ground. Amir Abdullah with the trip. Yeah, that's a good Ronald W. to have. The first season I got genuinely into football was 2008. Which, growing up in San Diego and, you know, actually being a Chargers fan at the time, before I had rage quit, was kind of fun because the Broncos had an 8-5 record, the Chargers had a 5-8 record, and the Chargers ended up going into the playoffs and the Broncos didn't. That whole division sucked that year. 13-3 for who? The Chargers? Well, they were very good in 07. They were even better in 06. They were 14-2 in 06. I think they were 14-2. And then, of course, Spanos, in his infinite wisdom, decided to fire Schottenheimer. Well, yeah, because... May I remind you the Patriots are a thing? Yeah! Yeah, 06-07 were definitely the Chargers' best chance to get to... Holy crap! We're definitely the Chargers' best chance to get to a Super Bowl in my lifetime. The one time they actually did get to the Super Bowl was the last Super Bowl before I was born. So, yeah. And, honestly, they weren't even that good of a team. They weren't even... The one time they got to the Super Bowl, they weren't even that good. They've deserved to go to the Super Bowl, like, 4 or 5 times... like, in other parts of the team history, and they never did. The one time they get there, it's just because the rest of the AFC is bad. No, I have to ground pound off of the dog. I have no choice. No! Wait, no, what? And are you kidding me? Christian Watson had nobody within 10 yards of him. Makes the easiest catch of his life. Runs downfield, first and goal around the 5-yard line. We do have a flag, but Marcus Peters is acting like that might be on him. Packers were on their own 16-yard line. The Raiders let Watson all alone with nobody within 10 yards of him. Seriously, 10 freaking yards. And he just gets the easy jaunt down into the... Not quite the Raiders 5. Looks like the Raiders 7. And the foul was indeed a horse collar tackle on Marcus Peters, which I believe makes it a spot foul. Half the distance to the goal. Now they're on the 3.5-yard line. Oh, hey! The Raiders edge rushers can stop A.J. Dillon. How about that? Yeah, that's a pretty Raiders stat. Packers have had a touchdown on all 9 drives inside the opponent's 10-yard line this year. Which is actually kind of impressive considering their offense does sputter somewhat sometimes. And I'm glad they brought that up because you know when the graphics guys say that they've never failed to score a touchdown from inside the 10, they're going to fail to score a touchdown inside the 10. So big ups to the graphics guys. They're going to really help the Raiders out here. Tackle for loss there for about 3 yards. It's now 3rd and goal on the 8-yard line. Oh, wait, no, never mind. That was... He ended up on the 8-yard line, but forward progress is going to give that no gain. So they're still on the 4. Love rolls out, finds somebody on the left, and that somebody is way out of bounds. 4th down. Graphics guys, thank you. Thank you, graphics guys. This is only going to be 3 points. At least, like, we don't have a secondary. Christian Watson just reminded the world of that. We don't have a secondary. That did get the field goal, by the way. It's super easy. But at the very least, if we can stop them in the red zone, we do have a goal line defense. So, as long as our non-existent secondary doesn't let them go all the way, we have a chance to hold them to 3 points. Apparently this year I'm just destined to be haunted by people named Christian. There's Christian Gonzalez, who I wish we had drafted, and now Christian Watson on his first game back for the Packers. Just everybody forgot he existed. What? I know! How did I not die there? Backwards? Really? I mean, the more momentum you have, the less you can trust the game to actually land you somewhere good. But to be fair, that's the same with any game ever. Whoa! Really? How in the world did that count as a hit in my favor? I thought I was giving up there. It's hard. It is really hard. Thank you for that free motivation. It's true, though. I have not done that yet. Oh, goody. They just showed a montage of Davante Adams not being thrown to. Hey, Josh McDaniels, you have any ideas for him besides being a decoy? Nice. And that one's not returnable. 25-yard line for the Raiders. I'm going to stand up real quick. I mean, I'm just calling football plays. I can do that while standing up. Still have Josh Jacobs in the backfield. Got a little bit going and then got a little bit not going. And we give it to Jacobs, and he's got a hole. He's got a big hole. Let's go. All the way to the 49-yard line. 24-yard gain for Jacobs. That's the playmaking ability we've been sorely missing from him. Jair Alexander did not have the right angle on him. Did finally get him down, but only when he was way downfield. 24 yards, that's his longest rush of the season so far. Which, again, for a defending rushing champion is kind of sad. But there's another 6 yards. Again, by Jacobs, if you can tell. So, Raiders now on the Packer 45-yard line. If Jacobs can keep this up, the Raiders should at the very least have a chance to kick a field goal to tie. Jimmy is going to hand it right back to the bell cow, and that's not going to work. Got it back to the line, but that's it. I hear the word bell cow attached to running backs all the dang time, so I figured I might as well. I'll let you rave about yourself this time. The Raiders are behind, so I can't raid with you. Rudy Ford, number 20. He's the guy who picked off. Oh, there's a pass. Oh, Jacoby Myers once again making himself very useful. He's sneaky quick. Like once he's got possession of the ball or is about to get possession of the ball and is going for it, he can really take off. They just pointed out that once again Davante had a chance to break an even longer game, but Jacoby is doing a good job, obviously. Raiders are now on the Packer 37-yard line. Do not take a sack. Don't do an interception either. Oh, unnecessary roughness? Maybe? No? Kind of saw a hand go to the face and knock him over well after the ball hit the ground, but I guess the refs thought he was flopping. Maybe he was flopping. I don't know. He just couldn't stop his momentum in time. Whatever. That wasn't a very good play anyway. This time he's throwing to Myers when he's triple covered. Finally, Davante Adams! And what do you know? He can catch the ball, and he can run with the ball. What do you freaking know? He's kind of good at football. First down, Raiders. Packer, 15-yard line. I just realized that my phone is not muted. I'm assuming that my voice is not, like, echoing and being picked up by the mic. I hope not. It's not very loud. Devontae Adams, 2 targets, 2 receptions, 33 yards. Oh, hey, look, Devontae Adams! And that's another 5 yards to the Packer 11. It was actually the Packer 16 that they were on. All right. Devontae Adams in the red zone. 110 receptions and 59 touchdowns, both first in the NFL since 2016. Of course, most of that was with the Packers, but he certainly did add to his totals as a Raider last year. As I said at the beginning of the stream, he has busted his butt for this team. He's fulfilled his end of the bargain. He's not the reason why the Raiders are 1-3. Well done, Nuka. 2-yard run by Jacobs. 3rd and 3 now at the 9-yard line. I'll try to remember to actually update the scores. Maybe not tonight. Maybe I'll try to remember tomorrow morning, because I'm going to want to go to bed as soon as this game's over, whether we win or not. Alright, what will the play call be? You got a lot of options now. 3rd and 3 at the 9-yard line. If you don't convert, not the end of the world. You can just tie the game up. Raiders take a timeout. They have 2 left with the whole 4th quarter to go. They want to make absolutely sure they get the play call right. But again, we have Josh McDaniels. Oh. Well, my scatter count is like super duper inflated. Because because you may have noticed, you did notice that my like good night alert is triggered by a $1,999 donation. When I do that, even though it's a a fake alert, the robots still think that I donated that much money to myself. So I have a crap load of scatters because of that. All right, 3rd and 3. Raiders on the 9-yard line. Pass is to Devontae Adams. Catch, run to the 1-yard line. 1st and goal. Being helped up by his former teammate, Mr. Ford. All right. 4 chances to get in from 1 yard out. How hard can it be? I might actually be able to watch the Raiders have another lead in a football game. Maybe. If this were the Chargers, I would be bricks. Because there was nothing I spent my free time with on Sundays back in San Diego more than watching the Chargers screw up at the 1-yard line. In fact, when I got a chance to watch the San Diego State Aztecs, this might have been just before you joined my Discord, but they got to they like recovered. Hang on a second. I'll focus on this. Oh, it's safe. Oh, I got it. 111. Crap nuggets. Don't you freaking dare. Oh, God. W. Wait, there was more? Whatever. I'll go back to that level in my own time. Huh. All right, so as I was saying, nice moon model. I'm gonna play as Gouda for Okayu's level, because Gouda and Okayu are big fans of each other. As I was saying, the Aztecs managed an interception, which looked like it was a full-on pick. Wait, no, I think it was a fumble recovery, but it looked like it was a full-on touchdown. But then it was called back at like the half-yard line, and I told all my dolls behind me, watch them, they're gonna screw this up, because it's a San Diego-based sports team on the 1-yard line, and sure enough, incomplete pass, run for no gain, and then interception touchback. Or something like that. It might have been like incomplete pass and then false start and then pick, but yeah. When a San Diego sports team gets on the 1-yard line, they screw it up. And Josh Jacobs has not screwed up. He is in the end zone. Touchdown, Raiders! I love not being able to finish my anecdotes in time. Wait, I think they showed Josh Jacobs as having number 28 on his profile, even though he's wearing number 8 tonight. So I'm not crazy. He was number 28. Well, sadly, the Raiders did not add to their total of touchdowns in the second or third quarters because the fourth quarter just started. But I will take it. They have one touchdown in the second or third quarter, and they've now got at least one more for the fourth quarter. Carlson nails the extra point. Score is 13-17 Raiders. A lot can still change. I'm just happy the Raiders are scoring some points. This is not a completely embarrassing game.
Oh. Yeah! Oh.
I'm not playing this level yet, but what is it? Pop on Rock. Oh yeah, I remember that one.
Oh.
Oh wait, that song actually has a bad word in it. Oh well. I'm not playing that one anyway, I'm playing this one. Which again has lyrics. The song simply is called Mogu Mogu Yummy by Nekomata Okayu. Alright. Well, maybe we'll get the game over with by then. I mean, there won't be more than 5 minutes left. Barring, God forbid, a really bad injury. You got a little bacon tongue. Oh no! Oh, this is adorable. It's got like actually it's got the actual visuals from the Moga Moga music video. Are you kidding me? You will come back, right? Thank you. Are you referring to Gura-san and her jumping sound effect? Heck. Well, so far this doesn't seem quite as hard as the other level. They're rehashing one of the more wholesome moments of NFL history when Brett Favre played immediately following his father's death. Yeah, you recognize that. In the black hole, in front of the Raiders fans, and the Raiders fans, as much of a reputation as we had, we were actually nice to them cheering him as he came out of the tunnel, putting up signs like "Our prayers are with you, Brett." And sure enough, he absolutely whooped the ever-loved out of us. But we didn't mind because that was a terrible year for the Raiders anyway. It was the year after the last chance we had a chance in hell to win the Super Bowl. Oh, the Eagles, 5-0 in back-to-back seasons for the first time in franchise history, which does actually kind of surprise me because I know when Andy Reid was their coach, they were super duper consistent, but they were never 5-0 in back-to-back years until now. A.J. Dillon, not this time. Did get a couple of yards, but it was summarily stuffed after that. The black hole is alive, chanting for the defense. Yeah, not the greatest time for it to be a Cowboy fan, I must say. With like their two most hated teams, the Eagles and the 49ers, both being 5-0. And having just dropped an absolute dud to one of those said teams. Love going deep. And is that Watson? He was covered by 21, and thank God there was no flag there. Not saying he necessarily got away with one, I'm just saying I've learned to expect flags when there's a deep ball against the Raiders secondary. Jeez, I can't stop beating you in poker. Obviously, I am biased, but that's certainly a good no call. There was not really that much contact there, and he was looking at the ball the whole time, so definitely not pass interference. Nice throw to number 13. Love keeps the drive alive. Again, 13 was all by himself. Thankfully, not too far downfield. Great blocking by number 50 on the Packers. Max Crosby had no line to Jordan Love. That's why he was able to get that throw off so easily. And Marcus Peters does not seem to be very good at zone coverage. Or at least when he does, maybe his talents are being misused because as soon as Love threw the ball, there was no chance he was going to be able to break that pass up. Defense is not my area of expertise in any way, but that's just my guess. That is true, Newcomb. That's why you're able to root for the Raiders a little more easily as well. So another run by A.J. Dillon. He's getting 6 yards alarmingly commonly. I'm not even fazed by some of these ultra weirdos in the crowd. It's the Raiders. Of course, there's complete wackos wearing crazy costumes. .87. I think he got a first down there. Didn't quite see which body part was down. They're calling it a first. And Hall, number 37 for the Raiders, is jogging off the field into the locker room. Very low hit there. Romeo Dobbs. Dobbs with a U. Not to be confused with Josh Dobbs, of course. Which, hold on, another play is being run here. Dillon gets 2, 3, maybe even 4 yards. That's a heck of a second effort. Hopefully I can get this tangent off before the next play. Josh Dobbs, of course, being the quarterback of the Cardinals, I actually had a chance to watch him in person last year, being close enough to Cleveland to go to a Browns preseason game, which, of course, did not feature Watson because Watson is a so it was rotating between Dobbs and Jacoby Brissett, and Dobbs, hold on, next play is about to happen. Dylan takes up the run again, makes it another 3. It's going to be 3rd and 3 now at the Raiders' 45-yard line. Okay. Dobbs showed a lot of talent. Like, he was definitely the more exciting quarterback to watch out of anybody on the field. I think they were playing the Eagles. I was noticing also that the Eagles were, like, rotating 8 different running backs. So, but, it's preseason. That's what they're going to do. But Dobbs was the most exciting player to watch on the field that day. And I'm just really happy that he's actually playing well for the Cardinals, who are definitely a better team than anybody thought they were going to be. Not a contender, but, not bad. First down for the Packers, 88 with pretty clean catch. Falls down 2 or 3 yards past the line to gain. So they're now, once again, striking zone there. Raiders 39-yard line. I think there's enough time left in the game that they could settle for a field goal if it's like a 4th and 7 or more. Well, I don't know how good Anders Carlson's leg is. That actually is kind of a long way to go as it stands. Sack! Guess who? Max Crosby does it again. I'm not going to say that Max Crosby is better than TJ Watt, because I don't think he is. But the fact that I got to watch him on the same field as TJ Watt a couple weeks ago tells me that he has a similar role on this team. Like, he is that type of game wrecker. And big, deflected and intercepted by number 41 on the Raiders. Love throws it into tight coverage, and it's a little too tight. I didn't see who deflected it, but he popped it up, and 41 was able to make the catch and seal the change of possession. The Silver and Black have the ball again with 9 minutes and 11 seconds left near midfield. It was Marcus Peters who knocked it out. See, Marcus Peters in man coverage against Christian Watson, that's how you use his talent. He's not as good with zone. Just put him man on man and he can beat just about anybody. Apparently I'm not stupid. Oh, I blew my chance to get that. Hey, hang on. Is there a way for me to see if that bacon is back? I assume it is. Heck. Oh, I could have just gone right back there. I went for too much. This doesn't seem quite as hard as the last level. What the heck did I just do? Okayu is not really known for her singing voice. Because, well, frankly, it's just not really her persona. But this really does remain one of the catchiest songs that any of the Whole Live Girls have ever made. Like, this is a classic. How did the kids say it? Certified hood classic. That's still a thing kids say, right? I'm very out of touch. Wait, what is it? Was that a clip of anything I did in the game, or is that football? Oh, we actually threw a pass to Jacoby Myers, who has been very good today, and he continues to move the ball down the field. Liek if u cree every TM. By the way, gameplay. Alright, awesome. They put up a stat which is also very sad. Between this year and last year, this is only the second time now that the Raiders have had multiple takeaways in the same game. Alright, and Jacobs gets us halfway to the first down. Now it's a 3rd and 2. And he's a little disappointed. I mean, why wouldn't he be? He knows that he's better than the output that he's given this year. He's proven himself. You know, it wasn't just last year. He's a great running back. But just for whatever reason, things aren't clicking this year. Again, I would assume that it has to do with the O-line a bit. That would be the first thing to look at. That or just the NFL defenses have really zeroed in on him. And Garoppolo is sacked at his own 44-yard line. 4th down. I'm probably going to hate myself for saying this out loud, but I will say at least this game has not had a lot of flags. We've got 1/8 of the game left, so hopefully I don't completely screw up the rest of this game by saying that out loud. Because let's face it, NFL in 2023 is all about the flags. And now what? Delay of game. Which is a flag, but it's an inarguable flag. there's no controversy around a delay of game penalty. I mean, like, sometimes there kind of is. If they let the clock go to 0 and they snap it and there's no delay of game, it can be controversial, but, you know, they're usually really lenient about the play call, or the play clock. Like, it's a pattern that's pretty consistent. And fair catch at the 16-yard line. Green Bay takes over with 7 minutes and 3 seconds to go. I don't think field goal is an option for them right now, barring, you know, like a 4th and 13 at the Raider 30 or something like that. So the Packers absolutely are on the back foot. They're getting faster. Where the heck is Bubba? Oh boy. Oh god. Help! Hungry kidder! Even hungrier kidder! I think it's the rest of the song. It's like the world's cutest Metroid escape sequence. Oh. And just like a Metroid game, we've hit the point of no return. It looks like I'm going to come up just short in the mustache department. Maybe not. Is there one more? I just need one more big stash. Bubba! Worth. I don't know how in the world I'm supposed to do that without dying, but whatever. This is not a good level to pause the game on. But I kind of have no choice. Oh man, I even missed the ESPN Deportes. Everybody knows that anytime a sporting event is happening and there's somebody speaking Spanish, you know it's absolutely glorious. Alright, Packers have the ball on their own 17-yard line. 7 minutes to go. Love rolls out. He is untouched. He is touched, but he keeps going. And it's a first down. There's a flag. Was there a hold? Because he was holding offense. Half the distance to the goal, first down. So they're now on the 8.5-yard line. I figured there might have been a hold considering how long it took for any of the Raiders to get to him. That was more like a chop block than a hold, but okay. Oh. Yes, I'm still here, Spectrum. Don't turn my TV off. I'm not somebody's daughter. I know how that meme works. Hands up. Tried to bat the ball away, but it gets complete to Watson, and that's going to get them about to where they were originally. The black hole cries for defense. Will they get their request? Max Crosby. Of course that was Max Crosby who was trying to deflect the ball. The one guy in his face. "52 yards after the catch for Christian Watson." Of course, the vast majority of his stats are from one play. And that's on the ground. That's incomplete. That's gotta be incomplete. There's no way he caught that off the ground. Yeah. He didn't even have his hand on the ball before it touched the ground. Yeah, they changed it to incomplete, so. Third down. Third and 10. What a huge stop this would be. Problem is the Raiders are not known for clutch stops. At least not this day and age. Love takes the pass. And he's being pressured yet again. He throws it really deep to Watson. Incomplete. Max Crosby is a hero. You know, Khalil Mack is still my favorite NFL player, but Max Crosby is filling his role incredibly well. Again, like I said, I don't think he's necessarily better than TJ Watt, but his role on the team is about as impactful. He is an excellent pass rusher. 4th and 10. Packers are punting while behind with 5 minutes and 43 seconds left in the game. You'll love to see it if you're a Raiders fan. If you're in Green Bay, not so much. And fair catch at the 34-yard line. Raiders have a chance to pretty much put this game on ice. But again, clutch has not really been in this team's DNA recently. So I'm not celebrating anything quite yet. I'm just happy that we're actually playing a clean game for once. There haven't been a lot of points on the board, but I would argue that this game has been more good defense than bad offense from each team, especially with Max Crosby on the field. That one Jordan Love throw was the exception, of course. That was horrendous. Hey Jimmy, you still have less touchdowns than interceptions. You want to fix that on this drive, buddy? I mean, probably not. We have the lead and time is ticking down. We probably don't want to pass. He's passing. Okay. To Jacobs. First down. Raiders at the 46-yard line. But yeah, I don't expect a lot of passes, and if there are going to be passes, then it's probably going to be to a running back. Because this is the time of game where you want to stay on the ground as much as you can within reason. You don't want to get super duper predictable, but you also don't want to throw an incomplete pass. No pass here. Jacobs finds a hole, is dragged by the shin by number 23, but he's still able to scramble for about 8 yards there. So 2nd and 2, it's just certainly not what the Packers wanted to see. Another excellent chance to keep this drive alive for the Raiders on the next play. Second and 2. Jacobs, first down at the Packer 42.5-yard line. Packers are now calling timeouts in an attempt to preserve as much clock as they can. As long as the Raiders don't score that touchdown. All right, we get the Patriots next and the Bears, so those seem like two very winnable games. Lions, we're probably going to lose. And then Giants and Jets. We could have a 500 record by week 10. We could. But first we got to take care of business here, of course. I mean, that's definitely the easy part of the schedule. So if we can take care of business here, we can maybe kind of get back in the picture. Garoppolo hands it off. Simple enough. And -1 yard. 2nd and 11. I assume the Packers will take another timeout here. They're not. Joe Buck said timeout. Not taken here. So Joe Buck was expecting a timeout, but nope. Oh, I did not know that. You may have told me, but I might have missed it. All right, Garoppolo is going to pass here. 87 is wide open. He dumps it off to Jacobs instead. It is a gain, but 87 was like super duper wide open. I can't believe he missed that. Now Green Bay does take their second timeout. 2:35 left in the game. Green Bay with 1 timeout to go. We also have Jacoby Myers. So we have 2 Jacobs on the Raiders. Both big impact players today. Max Crosby is without a doubt the player of the game. His numbers are not actually that impressive, but his impact is immeasurable. Two, one. Okay, got the playoff. No delay of game. Oh! Alright. Crap, I can never remember his name. I know it's Arabic. Like Ahmad. No, Amir Abdullah. Ran it up the gut for almost a first down. It's 4th and 1. Field goal would be nice, but I like the going for it here. It looks like the Packers are willing to let this become the 2-minute warning. If we get the first down, the game is almost over. Yeah, 2-minute warning. I mean, you're not fooling anybody. Obviously, 2-minute warning is going to come before the play. One yard to win the game, pretty much. I allow myself to die there, so I have optimal. This game actually ended up being more challenging than I thought it would be. Again, the controls are a bit imperfect, but not to the point where I wouldn't recommend the game. It's such a cute game, too. How can you possibly be mad at it? Not what I meant to do, if you couldn't tell. Come on, Gura. Crap. Crap. I win? Aw, man, I win, but I've come up 5 short. I only got 1 Bubba, too. Where are the other 2 Bubbas? Oh, well. This is possibly the last play of the game, so we're not gonna have time to do more Smol Ame anyway. Oh yeah, head back over to the nuke button. This game does have its own category on Steam or on Twitch, so I might actually just dedicate a stream to it one day. It's surprisingly challenging. Oh, we're kicking now. I do not like this. Doink! Nope, we missed. Josh! Are you kidding me? All you had to do was get 1 yard, and the game is over. And instead he's like, nah, I'd rather take a 52-yard field goal, which, you know, the last time we lined up for a 53-yard field goal, it was slightly deflected. And we miss it, giving the Packers the ball on their own 39-yard line with 2 minutes and a timeout and a 4-point deficit. Second and 3, Packers. Josh. First down. Patrick Taylor, I don't even know who he is, but he's got a first down for the Packers. Yeah, boss. Fitting that triggered again. Oh, they... Okay, they initially marked it short of the first down, but even I know that was clearly a first down, so I don't... They're gonna waste some time, make sure everybody's, like, emotionally ready for the next play and whatnot. Oh, maybe they're right. Nah, he got it. It's a first down. Josh thought a 52-yard field goal was a better idea than going for 1 yard to pretty much put the game to bed. He just loves late fourth quarter field goals. He did that again against the Steelers when they could have gone for it, for 8 points. And then he even said after the game, well, we would have needed another possession anyway. No, you did not. 8 points is achievable in one possession. You just love taking field goals with only a couple minutes left in the game. Just say it. Just say it. That's your favorite move in football. Field goal with only a couple minutes left in the game. That's all you know how to do. Why are they taking this long to review this play? Give him the first down. Let's move on with our lives. Okay, apparently I was wrong. I'm not going to be going to bed immediately after the game because I'm too angry at Josh McDaniels being a idiot. I mean, I know I advocated a more conservative call earlier, but this feels like a different situation. We're not trying to tie the game, we're trying to ice the game. Even if you kick the field goal correctly, you give the Packers the ball back with a chance to tie with 2 minutes and 1 timeout. And because he missed, they get all that with good field position. Oh! Thank you! Thank you very much! Love back to pass, super wide open 88, gets an 8-yard gain to the Raider 40. Thank you for the subscription. And I'm assuming you did that to make me a little bit less angry. Alright, hurry up offense. They still have almost 90 whole seconds. They've got plenty of time to crush my heart here. Okay, there we go. Very well covered. Now it's 3rd and 2. Thank you. We lost to Bowser Jr.? Jeez. Like, even the crazy guys in the crowd are like they're like doing this, but like they don't have much conviction behind it because they know that we're probably going to blow it. First down. Number 27 gets another run up the gut. We have 67 seconds left. Clock is still ticking. So Packers are content to keep their timeout in their hip pocket. But they're only 35 yards from the end zone. 87, with some butterfingers, manages to drop a very easy catch. 2nd and 10 now. 55 seconds to go. Come on, Max. You've done everything we could possibly ask for. Now we need you to do more because our coach sucks. The throw tipped and not intercepted. Packers still have the ball. 3rd and 10 now from the 35-yard line. Actually, it wasn't tipped. He just bobbled it, and we had a chance to pick it up, but we didn't. All right, love to throw again. Being surrounded by the pass rush, but he gets out of there. There's a man open in the end zone. Intercepted in the end zone. No flags. Raiders win! Defense bails Josh McDaniels out of his own incompetence. That's the headline for the day. Three takeaways for the Raiders on one day. Finally, the defense shows up, and the Raiders are going to be 2-3, going into the easy part of the schedule on a high note. That's gold shoes. Wow, that was not an easy interception either. Great job. Woo! Thank you, thank you.
Go Raiders.
And with this game now officially in the books, our official Las Vegas Raider rallying cry. Because let's be honest, we're still not necessarily a good team, but at least we got this one. We beat a team not named Denver. Okay. Josh McDaniels made that way closer than it could have been. I'm sweating all over. You know, it's a pretty cold night. We just went down to 8 degrees, actually, Celsius. But, you know, first win in primetime since start of 2022, a.k.a. first win since Josh McDaniels was hired. We will take it, though. Max Crosby, you are beautiful. Jimmy Garoppolo, you are physically beautiful. Done. Okay. They're doing the post-game interviews. I won't bother going any further. I gotta cool down anyway. That was intense. That was a very good game, and I'm not just saying that because the Raiders won. But that was thrilling, even though it was low scoring. Again, like outside of that one terrible throw by Jordan Love, I would say that was more good defense than it was bad offense. Because, like, there weren't a lot of points scored, but there were a handful of drives that actually got a couple of first downs, but then stalled out later. So that was actually a pretty good balanced game through and through. So I'm glad I covered that one. I'm glad that my team actually gets a win with me talking about them. Maybe we actually make a little bit of noise because we got some easy games coming up. So life's actually kind of good again. I mean, my life was fine. I don't know about the rest of you. Yeah, but yeah, I think that's about it for now. See you next time. Next time I stream, we may or may not have cats, but we'll certainly be more prepared to be having those cats. Mostly, again, due to the fact that, again, they are black cats and we're approaching Halloween. People do bad things to black cats on Halloween, so we would like to be there to protect them. And when we do get them, I will make sure to take plenty of pictures for you. Alright, see you next time, and I would probably... Hold on, let me stop the recording here.